What's up, guys? Winter Kills here. Welcome back to a brand new post-commentary duel video. We've got Draco-Metalfoes versus DDD post-structure deck. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are excited because we've got a good match on our hands. As soon as I saw my friend was playing the Draco build, I immediately stood up, hit that record button so I could get you guys in on this. And before we go any further, I might as well pause the video if I could. Before we go any further, this is the old build. So if you did not catch the live stream from yesterday, you missed out on me building my current new and improved emergency update build of DDD post Pendulum Domination. It was just a special treat for my loyal Twitch people who showed up for the live stream. Yeah. But this build that you're seeing here is the build that was in the last DDD deck profile that I uploaded. Not the same build featured in the test hand video. That is the new build that I showed on stream. I still might tweak it a little bit here and there after some help from the stream. But you'll get to see actually some gameplay of that build post of obviously once the video has gone live. So here we are. As you see the Draco board there, first turn, pretty decent. I think there is a misplay though that is made on his behalf. He does end up realizing it later on, because I'm not too familiar with the Draco plays. He does end up catching it himself and putting the cards back where they belong, because I think he wasn't able to summon a certain card here and there. And when that happens, you'll all see that. So if you were going to say something in the comments other than something other than that we didn't notice, then, you know, just hold off on it. So I'm using Swamp King, banishing the Swirl Slime from grave because I decided to do that because Swirl Slime is useless for summoning anything out of my hand currently, so I figured no real use in doing it. And here we are with the Hexblood on board. Soul Charge coming out. This is back when I was still playing Soul Charge. I'm not playing Soul Charge currently, but this kind of makes me miss it. I really do love Soul Charge. I really do love Soul Charge. There, I think I only paid 2,000 or so. Not entirely sure, because I think I was able to use Ragnarok, obviously, to revive something else. And not have to pay the life points for that extra summon. So I think it is here is where he realizes that he wasn't able to summon. Yeah, so he puts the Lecter, or the Luster, under the Pendulum, and the Lecter back in the extra deck. This is where it should have been. So I give the thumbs up to the camera. Just to let you guys know we're all good. Having those two extra monsters on his field really didn't change the first turn board. It didn't really affect my plays either, so we're all good. And I think I tribute to banish Dynaster, and I can't attack. I figured it'd be better to get rid of Dynaster than the Magister, strictly because he can't use a Magister at the moment. He already got his search. Can't summon anything out of the extra deck from it. Dynaster's kind of useless as well. He only summons from grave, but he does help protect certain Pendulum monsters in certain places, so I figured it'd be better just to remove him from the picture immediately. And I've already got a Crystal Wing Hexblood on board, so like it's already a pretty decent turn I was able to pull out there. Definitely got some negation power here going into his next turn. He does end up Pendulum summoning. Can't summon the Volflame. I was quick to remind him of that. And he's like, can I use Bambuku's effect? And I'm thinking, if he goes for Bambuku, actually no, I don't think he does opt to use it. I think he just goes into, oh no, I do negate it, okay. I'm remembering now. I do negate it because I don't want him to get Kieran, because Kieran would be a problem. Of course, Mamuku doesn't get destroyed by Crystal Wing because he's a Magister, blah, blah, blah. Or Magispector. The whole spiel of not being able to be destroyed by card effects. So he does go after, of course, one of his cards and one of my own, as Breaksword does. Getting rid of the Crystal Wing, getting rid of his scale, wanting to keep a little bit more board presence. Using Lecter's effect to remove Ragnarok from the board, leaving me with just the 2800 Hexblood. I do not negate it, and I top deck immediately another Dark Contract with the gate. Quite the top deck. Quite the top deck. So the thing was, I was in a bad position. I always do this when in playtesting. I always peep the next card I'm going to draw, and I saw it was Dark Contract. Because again, this wasn't for the tournament. This is just playing for fun, I'm pretty sure. And like, oh, I'm drawing the contract, so I didn't negate it. But if I did not have that knowledge, I would have negated the Archfiend Eccentric, leaving me with the contract still drawing into a contract next turn. So it really doesn't change. It's not like changing my draw or anything, and I would have drawn, of course, into the same card that I already had on the field. So it would have been a useless draw. It doesn't really matter too much if I would or wouldn't have negated. So we're going to go into Game 2. Game 2. Taking that first game victory. He's going to opt to go first. Get that Bumbuku on the board. Searching out none other than Kieran. The one and only unicorn, stealing the show always. Gotta hate that card. Hate it, and we're going to have another card like it in the game. Spy Gale. Please help me. I hate dealing with cards like that. The during either player's turn bounce card to bounce a card. I don't know. It's not going to be that good, Spy Gale. Misty. I don't think it'll be that good. Just because it's not a spiral and it can't target itself as a card to bounce like Kieran can. And of course, Kieran can't be targeted or destroyed by opponent's card effects, which is obviously a huge plus. We'll see him go into Magister again. Luster activating. Summoning. And then getting an end phase search. Now, I do not know if he has another target. I'm not too sure of how he got that out of his extra deck, or out of his scale. I'm not sure if Master used his own effect on himself just to pop himself, which I think he might have, because I think Master can just pop any card in the Pendulum Scale. Just to remove it, not to search. So I think that's what happened. I could be wrong. If he did something else, I might have just forgot. So I apologize if it was incorrect. First turn board, as you see, not well at all. Flip up the MST. Using Bismugear's effect. I MST it. I did not open well, so I'm just going to scoop. Save the trouble. Moving on. Allure of Darkness. Banishing Orthros. Contract with the gate. I opened up really, really well this turn, as you'll see. Opened up very well. Happy with how the deck played out. Thinking about what I want to search. Seeing what I got in hand. Adding Swirl Slime. I think this is where I'm able to go into the Nightmare Beatrice. The whole engine where I was playing, like there's Zephyros. That's why I did like Armageddon Knight. I did like Armageddon Knight because of the fact that he's literally a 1-card rank 4 to go into Nightmare. Nightmare, very good utility. Swirl Slime ditching Copernicus. Along with it to Fusion. Of course, for Genghis, the main play starter. And there is Swamp King. Immediately going for... Looks like getting Copernicus and Swirl Slime out of grave. For another Genghis. I'm just trying to make a wall-up play here. And that's why I'm going for it. That's the one thing I didn't like about the build, is like having to sacrifice plays and lots of resources just to make this play. It is a good first turn board. I've got Beatrice and Nightmare. And I think I've got 2 other contracts in hand, so it's not really that great. I could use Beatrice to send something, and I really should have used it to send something. I don't know why I didn't. I'm like, oh, there's no point in me sending anything, practically right now, no use. Putting an extra thing in my grave is not going to help. And there's the Kaiju. Not too happy about that. Obviously. Kaijus, they're love-hate. They are definitely love-hate. Love using them, hate getting them used on me. I'm pretty sure that's a mutual feeling here in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. Still got the Nightmare, though. That can definitely put a little bit of pressure on. But the thing about a board like this, the Beatrice, Nightmare, heavily defensive, not too much in the way of negation. It doesn't have much backbone, and that's why I like playing the newer version a little bit better. Using Swamp King to summon Beowulf, Necro Slime to summon a Diarch. Things are looking a little up. Diarch is going to pierce into his Bambuku for plenty of damage, and then that 3,000 pierce, and that 2,400 attack from Comungus, opting to leave the Nightmare in defense position. That was the mistake right there. Booking his summon from Rescue Rabbit, in my opinion, I think that was a mistake. I think I shouldn't have done that. But then again, he could have made a rank 4, could have gone into cast out, removed the Nightmare himself. There's probably plenty of ways he could have outed it with that Rescue Rabbit. So, I don't know. Looking back, I'd like to think there's something I could have done better with the Nightmare in the situation. Uses fucking Mithrilium to bounce his Comungus back, and is just going to remove something from my field again with it. Just busted. Clearing away Beowulf. I was just checking Beowulf's effect, and it's a heavy storm during the standby phase only, so I'm just making sure I didn't miss an opportunity to use that effect, and I didn't, so I was happy to see that I didn't screw up somewhere else. And there's the Pendulum summon. Going for Archwing Eccentric, Psyblocker, and Bambuku. One of the main side deck cards. I think he ended up siding in. I don't think I saw too much of my side deck cards, which were obviously Twin Twisters, Pendulum Hole, and some other stuff. I'm not really sure what. Vanity's Fiend, definitely siding Vanity's Fiend. Love Vanity's Fiend in the side deck. But I do think I want to switch over to Vanity's Ruler because it's one-sided. And if you can drop a Vanity's Ruler on your opponent, I know it sounds gimmicky. I don't like gimmicky things too much, but one of these days when I go to a locals, I might, for shits and giggles, just try it and see, if in the end, if having that Vanity's Ruler in the side deck helps out. I know my friend tried it. The friend I'm playing against now, because he does have DDD. And my brother's going to be getting DDD as well, so there'll be plenty of DDD mirrors, DDD versus other things. I'll try to get some Mermail versus DDD going. Maybe my friend Adam can play DDD, or not DDD, Mermail. Or I could just play Mermail and he could play DDD. I guess it really doesn't matter. Castel to remove the Swamp King. I think he called Dark Contract with a Gate with Psyblocker. And I don't think it really matters at this point. I opened the Raigeki. Big whoop. You know, he still has 2 monsters on the field. They just don't go away. They keep coming back. You know how Boombuku works. He's got a Kieran in hand. Full scales. I'm scooping up, drawing Ragnarok next turn. It's game over. And that's why I'm glad I changed my build. See how that build was a little bit inconsistent. And I probably didn't know the best plays as I do now at this point. I'm much more in tune with the plays the deck can make. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video here today. Metalfoes, Draco-Foes taking the win. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, of course, be sure to leave a like and a comment if you got one. As always, guys, Winter Kill is signing out. We'll see ya in the next one.